Good morning, hello, with a new video from Ask Dr. Frank, Tough 180 Online Coaching. Yesterday I was in the office in Zurich and coming back to Berlin took me more than 5 hours. From this 5 hours I was sitting 2 hours in a plane, and it was a little bit stressful because in the tube of a plane to sit during 2 hours, it seems can be stressful to all people who are sitting in this small tube. So the point is, for me it was interesting to see how the people are reacting during this 2 hours. And my first compliment goes to EasyJet, because EasyJet trains their staff very professional to solve this problem. And the way how they do it was very interesting, because the first thing is, the first step is to check in the people directly and immediately, so the people standing in the queue and not even realizing that the waiting period is continuing. So they checking in, the people are in movement, in working process, and they are not realizing that there is something going on. The second thing is, when the people are sitting in the plane, they started to telling the people about the weather conditions in Berlin, about the situation during thunderstorms in the late summer period and area over the Berlin-Brandenburg area, to tell them after 2 or 3 minutes that the waiting distance for the next free spot will be at least 1 hour. So, but what was very interesting was that the pilot then told the people, when somebody wants to see the cockpit, this person will be very warm welcomed to visit the cockpit now. And I was very interested and observed the behavior of and the reaction of the people. And if you believe it or not, at least 50% of the people making their way to the cockpit very interested. I was not even realizing that also women, and especially women, are so interested in the technical details from a A340 plane. And so they visited the cockpit, and it was also very interesting. I, for myself, go one step further, and I was trying to make a conversation with the most of the people who are sitting next to me, and to bring them in a friendly communication. So it's not always possible to come in a friendly communication in this way, but yesterday during a warm summer evening, I think this was the best way to do. So whenever you have the possibility to standing in the queue or to do something like this, maybe it's great to get in communication with the people and spreading some good energy to the people. For example, there was a guy sitting next to me. He looks a little bit like Jeff Bezos. And I was telling him, do you know that you look like Jeff Bezos from Amazon? And the man was laughing so much and brings another 4 people into a communication. And when you can send one energy output or input, I don't know how to say it at the moment, but when you can spread one good energy moment to 5 or 6 people sitting in a queue waiting for a takeover after a long working day, I think this is energy enough for the rest of the day. So it was great. The man was happy, and finally we arriving at the city of Berlin, careful and safe, and this is the most important thing. But as I told you, EasyJet has done a very good process to relax the people, and it was a great, interesting experience. So travel is always hard. Try to prepare yourself on travel situations. You can do this with a lot of things, but to have a little bit positive momentum can be helping also, with the connection of nutrition and water. This only by as a side information. So with this information, I wish you a nice late August day and hope you have a nice time. Stay tuned and let us communicate in the next episode. Wish you a nice day. Dr. Thomas Alexander Frank from Tough 180 Online Coaching. Take care.